Today is Grandma Angeletti's meatballs and sauce. And we're starting with listen to you, 2 pounds of ground meat. And I'm doing about 1.5 teaspoons of minced garlic.
Okay.
1 egg. Now on that garlic, I usually use fresh, but we didn't have any, so minced it is. Then we're doing a medium onion diced very fine. It's gonna smell good in here today.
Oh, it is.
And then a handful of breadcrumbs. Don't ask me how much that is.
It's a handful.
It's a handful, and I'm gonna do a little more.
And yeah, I can tell you mean business today because you have that apron on.
That's right. A little bit of salt. And a little bit of pepper. No measuring in this. And some parsley.
Parsley, okay.
And if you looked at Grandma's recipes, there were measurements for nothing. It just literally said salt, pepper, parsley. And we're gonna mix this up a little bit to get it going. Now that it's all mixed up, we wanna start rolling the meatballs. And out of 2 pounds, we usually get around 22 meatballs, give or take, depending on how big you make them.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because we like to make meatball sandwiches and use them with the sauce.
Which is probably what we're having for dinner tonight.
All right.
Okay, we actually got 31 meatballs because I made them a little smaller. And now we're gonna add them to a small layer of oil that's already hot. We're gonna brown these little guys pretty well. We'll have to do them in shifts because they're not all fitting in this pot. Meatballs are done. We're gonna set these little guys aside.
They are, look at them. All right, that looks good.
Now to our meatball oil, we are adding a large diced onion. And then more garlic. I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of the minced.
And this is all for now
the sauce.
The sauce. Okay.
Yep. We're gonna soften this up, cook this up, and then we'll add our tomatoes. Now that the onion and garlic is browned good, we want to use 6 28-ounce cans of petite diced tomatoes.
Okay.
That's a lot. Huh? But if we're going to go through this trouble, we're going to make a lot.
Exactly.
And this will give us about 7 or 8 Cool Whip size containers of sauce when we're done. And we can freeze it. Now we're going to use a hand blender to crush up all these tomatoes to get the consistency that we like. Okay, we got the consistency that our family prefers, so it's pretty crushed, but not smooth, a little bit chunky in places, and that's the way we like it. Now we're gonna cover this and bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we're gonna let it boil about 15-20 minutes or so, and then we'll add some more things. All right. We are ready to add more. So we're going to use 12-ounce cans of tomato paste. We're going to start with 3, and then I'll see if we need to add a 4th. We're going to add these in here and then blend it all together.
With that little mixer again?
Nope, just with a spoon.
Oh, okay.
And then we are going to add our spices, and almost done.
Perfect.
Now we want to add our salt. And this is just to taste. I'm just doing what Grandma did. And some pepper.
And when do we add the meatballs back in, right?
Not yet, but we will be, yes.
Okay.
Now we're gonna stir this up, and then we are going to add our basil.
And how much basil? Huh. That's the question of the day, huh?
I have no idea.
To taste. As Grandma would say.
That's right. And honestly,
well, I mean, this gives a pretty good idea, right?
Cover the top pretty well.
That's good.
Yeah.
You can visually see how much. And then what else goes in?
That's going to be it for this.
Okay.
Now I've turned this down to simmer, and we're going to start adding in the meatballs. Once these are all in here, it's going to simmer for about 2 hours or so. Then I guess you will get to taste it, honey.
Yeah, or you.
Maybe. Okay, sauce and meatballs are done, and it is dinner time.
That looks so good.
I know.
Oh, goodness. And guess what?
We chose angel hair tonight.
And I get to try it.
Oh, it's steaming.
And we've got the homemade meatballs in there. You know what?
What?
I know it's good because I've had it so many times before when you've made it.
Yep. And when Grandma did too.
What do you think? Looks good,
I
huh?
think it looks good. Let me get in there. Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's do this.
Okay.
Now, I know it's going to be hot.
That's right.
You can see that steam coming off. I want to try a little bit of this meatball, too. Uh-oh. And I know I don't want to offend anybody, so I can't cut the
No.
I can't cut the spaghetti.
You're married to an Italian. You do not cut the spaghetti.
Oh, this is gonna be a mess. Sorry.
That's okay. Good answer, honey.
So good. You have to make this sauce. It's so good.
Good answer. All right. Let's get in here so we can eat dinner. Here it is, y'all. Homemade sauce and meatballs from Grandma Angeletti. Give it a try and have a blessed day.